Winter hiking Carter Dome and South Carter. These two mountains can be reached from the 19-mile Brook Trail, which is located off of Route 2 on the eastern side of Mount Washington. Carter Dome is 4,832 feet. It's part of the Carter-Moriah Range. South Mountain is just a little bit lower than that, and you can access this by the 19-mile Brook Trail. It's a relatively flat hike going in for 1.9 miles until you reach the junction of the Carter Dome Trail, and then it becomes a little bit steeper. There are a couple of switchbacks. When we hiked it this winter, the trail was well packed in. There had been a lot of snowshoers in the area, but we only needed spikes. We did reach one section as we got up onto the ridge. Although it's treed in, it's a relatively flat area, and there was a couple of spots where the drifting snow had accumulated, and the snow was a little bit thick in that area. But once we passed through that, which was about a quarter of a mile, still staying on the Carter Dome Trail, the footing was good, and we continued on our way over to Carter Dome. Mount Height is also accessible, and I believe it's 0.4 miles off of the trail over to the peak of Mount Height, which also offers phenomenal views. However, we went around it, staying on the Carter Dome Trail, and reached the summit of Carter Dome. On the way back over to South Carter Mountain, we chose to again return on the Carter Dome Trail, but we could have taken the Zeta Pass, which would have led us over to Mount Height. On top of the summit of Carter Dome, we were greeted by a couple of gray jays that were very friendly, and we were able to feed them right out of our hands. And a lot of people that have hiked up in the northern presidentials have seen these before and have enjoyed their presence. The views looking over towards Mount Washington are typically phenomenal from Carter, South Carter, the peak outs from Carter Dome. Carter Dome is actually a summit that doesn't have a lot of views, but there are a couple of areas that you can stop and peek out along the way. Returning over to South Carter, we did, once we got onto the South Carter Trail, which is actually the Carter-Moriah Trail, there was a couple of spots that were extremely steep, but nothing that was too bad. The views from South Carter, there is a lookout that looks out towards the eastern side of the White Mountains, towards Maine. There's some phenomenal views of the Bald Face Peaks.